Alright, what up nerds? Welcome back to the daughter's crafting table. The only clear surface in my whole house, I'm telling you. Alright, so I wanted to talk about the Sig P320 X5 DH3. That's kind of a mouthful. This is Daniel Horner's signature gun, I guess, that he collabed with Sig to make. I'm not a super competition guy, so believe it or not, I didn't know who that was before I had looked up this gun. So anyway, I found it used. I found it used at my local gun store. I thought it was a pretty good price, so I went ahead and sprung for it. And what you get is a case with it. Here, you can see part of it. You get 3 of these 21 round mags, and you get 2 recoil springs. This is the 12-pound, and there is a 14-pound recoil spring, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. So what is this gun for? For me, it's for training and competition, and having fun with. You know, two-gun stuff, running gun stuff, whatever. I would not call this a duty holster. It is kind of just too big and heavy. So if you're looking for it for that POU, I would maybe look for something else. What do I like about it? Here, I'm going to pause real quick. All right, sorry about the cut there. What do I like about this gun? It's a sweet shooter, honestly. It is very, very nice to shoot. It's very smooth. The slide works excellently. I have not cleaned this in over 2,000 rounds. Maybe 2,100, 2,200 rounds or so with this guy right now. I've just lubed it. I haven't cleaned it. Shame on me. Whatever. I don't care. It's fine. I've had 0 malfunctions with it, so it's been excellent without cleaning through that round count. What else do I like about it? It comes with 3 of these 21 round mags, and I really like these because they have the orange follower and the witness holes are on the back, which makes it really nice and easy to check, how many rounds you have left. You can kind of just look at it this way. The mags that I've been able to find, not aftermarket, but additionally, I've got 7 of these guys now, and from different vendors. They have the witness holes on the right, which is maybe great if you're left-handed, but if you're right-handed, you have to turn the thing all the way around, and it's kind of just annoying. Black follower, I guess it's fine. I'm just complaining about Sig at this point. I wish they would pick one supplier for the magazines and stick with them. I assume one of these is Mech Gar. I don't know what the other supplier is. If you know what that manufacturer's mark is right there, that little triangle dealy, maybe that'll tell you. This one does not have the additional mags that I've purchased don't have this manufacturer's mark, so who knows. And I emailed Sig and I said, hey, where can I find more of these guys? And they're like, here's a link to where you can buy more. So don't expect help from Sig. They don't know. At least their email support guys don't know, so that's just something to deal with. It comes with multiple recoil springs. If you want to run super light loads, you can do that. I've been shooting almost exclusively 124 grain, like NATO spec 9mm out of this, and it's a little bit hotter than your 115 grain stuff. Your typical cheapo stuff. And I found that I was, my Optic screws were starting to back out ever so slightly after a couple hundred rounds. So I switched to the heavier recoil spring, maybe just because the slide was thrashing too much, I suppose. But it is really nice to use that lighter recoil spring. If I was running irons, I would definitely run that, and if it beats itself to death, I don't care. But having this fly off and hit me in the head was not fun. Yes, that happened. I did a video on it. It sucked. Everybody laughed. Everybody pointed and laughed. No, I'm just kidding. But it was kind of funny. What else do I like? Oh, the suppressor height Tritium iron sights. These are really nice. I went to a night shoot where my dot went down. I don't know what happened to it. I hit a button and turned it off unintentionally, and I was able to actually just finish the finish the course of fire using the tritium iron sights. I got into an argument on my, not an argument, but a comment back and forth with Hop on YouTube with my personal account. I told that story. He said I made it up. I will prove you wrong, Hop. I will prove you wrong when my nods get in. Hopefully in the next couple weeks I will do a video demonstrating that maybe I just hit the tritium lottery with the right amount of half-life so that these don't bloom, and maybe they're just the right brightness so you can pick them up easily, but I don't know, whatever. It's the internet, everybody is lying, so there you go. You can take my word for it or not. Okay, dislikes. It's heavy. This has the tungsten infused polymer frame. It is not a metal frame, but it feels like one. And it's heavy. So again, I would not use this as a duty gun. It is really heavy, but for competition, or just getting reps in, it is excellent. The weight is a benefit. If I had to wear this for 8-12 hours a day on my hip, I would hate it. So bear that in mind. This is not, in my opinion, a duty gun. Also, on that note, holster compatibility might be an issue for you because it is a 5-inch barrel. It is not the common P320 length. I know, for example, SafariLand, everybody likes the one that has the multicam wrap with the hood. Man, I hate SafariLand's model numbers. I always mess them up. But the one, for example, that is easy to find on T-Rex arms, I know, I kind of have a bunch of their crap. Surprise. But whatever that model of SafariLand is, they do not make one that fits 5-inch barrel guns. No, or I should say, they do not make one that is wrappable in your favorite camo wrap. So that's kind of a bummer. SafariLand does make holsters for this, but they're just going to be standard black, and I think maybe they might come in gray. They might come in a couple other colors, but they're not going to have your Gucci multicam black wrap on it. So that's a little bit of a bummer. What else do I not like about it? The Cerakote finish on the frame is slippery. They have these sort of infused skateboard tape, panels here for extra grip, but they're not enough. When your hand gets sweaty, it is very slick against this Cerakote. If you are wearing gloves, it is also slick against this Cerakote, and it's a little bit slippery. So I added some goon tape to, add a little bit of extra grip, and it does work. If you get one of these, also get goon tape or some other kind of wrap that will add a little bit of stickiness to the grip, especially when if you're going to be outside in the rain or on a hot day and you get sweaty. I have sweaty hands, so definitely mandatory in my opinion. But if you're not worried about those things, whatever, take a chance on it. What else do I want to talk about? If this skateboard tape inlay was all the way around and maybe even up in here, up here, that would be better in my opinion. These panels here are okay, but they are just not enough. If they would have wrapped the entire grip in this stuff, that would have been fantastic. But they didn't, so I added goon tape of my own. The only other dislike I have is not really Sig's fault, but my fault. If you run anything more than 115 grain or less bullet weights, the 12-pound spring is going to be probably a little bit too weak. It's going to thrash around your red dot. It's going to want to strip screws. Again, I did a video on that. Let my failure be your guide to not do what I did. So that is all of my dislikes. But yeah, overall, if you're going to do this for training, run and gun, 2-gun competitions, whatever you want, I think this is an excellent choice. Like I said, I've got over 2,000 rounds. I haven't cleaned it. I've just, put a couple drops of lube in here, and it has worked excellent for me. No complaints at all, other than the ones that I listed. So I think that's about all I wanted to say about this. Oh, I bought this used. I should have mentioned I bought this used August of 23, so about 5 months ago, as of the recording of this video. So yeah, I've put a ton of rounds through it. I will put a ton more through it, and I don't know, maybe I'll do like a 4,000 or 5,000 round update if I haven't gotten bored of the gun by then, which I might. There's some pretty cool. I mean, SHOT Show's right around the corner. There might be a new shiny that piques my interest, and I might have to go out and get it. But in any case, yeah, awesome gun. I would recommend it for those POUs. Again, not for duty. It's too heavy. Holster compatibility might be an issue for you. That's about it. Later, nerds.